Okay, it's recording. Hi. We just saw Ant-Man. For a second I was about to say Captain America, which that doesn't make any sense. But we just saw Ant-Man and really enjoyed it, so I wanted to share our review. Would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
Wait, I'll spare his life. He's a fellow insect.
He's a fellow insect.
No,
yeah, it makes me feel bad for ants.
No.
Like, I was like, ants, you're so cute. So, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. So, my kind of bullet point, I guess, review is that if Guardians of the Galaxy is one of your favorite of the of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, then I think that this is definitely something that's going to be up your alley and you're going to enjoy it. I don't think it's as funny, but I think a lot of the comedy beats are very similar. I do think that they could have added a little bit more of like emotions into it. I felt like I didn't feel as much heart about some of the characters other than Paul Rudd, who played Scott Ant-Man. So I think that could have been better, but overall it was really fun, really enjoyable. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was. I actually didn't really have that many expectations for this movie. And also it makes ants cute, which is really hard to do. So I enjoyed it very much. What about you?
Yeah, a lot of the things that you said, I agree with. I thought it was a fun movie. Cool, you know, it was enjoyable. But the one thing I would really kind of complain about is if you know the history behind, you know, how this movie was made. The original creative team that had been working on this movie since like 2008, if you guys can imagine that, like alongside Iron Man, this movie was being developed. Was Edgar Wright, who, if you guys have ever seen Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, The World's End, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, he's directed all these movies. Really cool director, and we really don't know the full story, but basically his take on the Marvel just didn't like his final script, and they wanted to alter it, and he didn't believe in it, so they split, and you know. And I think that kind of reflects in the movie, because there are moments where I'm like, this is really funny stuff. That, you know, there's moments I'm like, that's a total Edgar Wright joke and stuff like that. But they did I think it was actually Paul Rudd himself and the director Peyton something. They did another draft of the script based off of what Wright had done, and they you know, created the movie. And I think it kind of reflects in it. I mean, this is me talking from, you know, someone who
knows the history. Yeah,
like I don't think too many people are gonna pick up on that if they don't know the history. So that kind of bothered me a little bit. But you know, I think they kind of dumbed it down a bit. That doesn't necessarily mean the movie's dumb. I think it was really cool and had some really great moments. But they got something I think could have been really special, like the original Iron Man, you know, or something like that. And they just kind of turned into a summer blockbuster movie, which is kind of a shame because we have more than enough of those. But that being said, you know, it's fun. Like Becca said, if you're definitely into Marvel Cinematic Universe and all those films, I would definitely recommend it. It's a fun movie. Yeah, I liked it. It's definitely not the worst of, you know, these Phase 2 films, which look that up, Google that. But it's definitely not the worst, but you know, it wasn't the greatest.
You see lots of room for improvement.
Yeah, it's not a Guardians of the Galaxy. It could have been. I felt like it had the potential, but they turned it into like an Iron Man 2. You know what I mean? Where it's like, whoa, look, there's action, there's funny quips. Whoa, ants are cute. But like, do you care? Like, you know, like there's this one ant that I don't want to spoil it, but at one point this character that we are meant to think is significant dies, and I didn't care. I was like, oh, well, you know, he died, that sucks, but, you know. And there's just little, like, moments that I think they could have just slowed things down and just had a moment to develop some character. But aside from that, great movie. Definitely recommend you guys see it.
Yeah.
Watch it.
So that is our review of Ant-Man. Let me know in the comments if you've seen it and if you like it, and also let me know in the comments if you saw my last video. We're looking for requests for couples tag video kind of things to do, so let us know those in the comments because we'd like to film some of them. So we'll see you very soon. Bye.